Well, I think a number of you saw the medical training that we put all the soldiers deploying, so they learned how to put their protective equipment on. Went through about 2 or 3 hours of training down there, introduced them to Ebola, what the symptoms are, what to look out for, and how to protect themselves. We've also done some, basic warrior tasks that we do, other rules of engagement, kind of the cultural awareness training, just so our soldiers arrive in Liberia ready to go.
Anything new since sort of the news of the nurse in Dallas catching it that you may be doing that from a training perspective?
Well, again, our mission is not to treat infected patients. We're going to go there to build these Ebola treatment units, and once they're constructed, then the host nation will come in and that's where the patients will go. The other piece is to train healthcare workers, so we're not going to be in the vicinity where the infected patients are.
Just talk about how different of a mission this is from what you've been doing the last decade and a half now.
Yeah, it's completely different in some respects. What isn't different is in Afghanistan and Iraq, we've worked with the Department of State, and we are supporting USAID. They're the lead federal agency. So a lot of the experience we took at the headquarters level to interact with interagency partners will be very beneficial as we help them coordinate and synchronize. But again, fighting a pandemic is something new, and so we have taken a very deliberate approach to train our soldiers to make sure they're prepared to operate in that environment.
What do you tell these young guys who have done a few trips to Iraq and Afghanistan but don't know anything else? What do you tell them to prepare for something like this?
Well, you tell them, have confidence in your training, and we ask people as they left that, if you don't feel comfortable that you've learned, we're going to put you right back in line and you're going to train again. So that when they left, they had confidence in their equipment, in the training that they received, and in their leadership who was down there. They were putting me in one of those suits. That's pretty exciting, So we tell them, hey, but if you weren't capable to do it, we wouldn't let you go. And this just shows how adaptable our Army is. If you look at the 101st, we're going one place. The Army's got soldiers in multiple countries throughout the world. This is just how dynamic our Army is.
Is there any procedure going to be when they come back? Are you going to put them through any sort of testing or anything once they do get back in the States?
Well, once we redeploy, get told, okay, you're going to redeploy, we're going to monitor them to see if they've got any of those symptoms, and we're going to continue to monitor them throughout the redeployment process. So we'll be very, very clear on who's leaving, when they're leaving, and then who's monitoring them throughout to make sure that we protect them and obviously the families when they come back.
I'd heard that there are going to be limitations on what they're going to bring back. Is that true? And if so, is there any
limitations
in terms of like items they bring over they may not be able to bring back? It's at least a rumor going around the town. I don't know if it's true or not. But.
Well, we'll bring some equipment that will leave. I mean, we expect that someone's going to replace us. Again, Ebola, as you know, is spread, and so we want to get that contained. And so we're going to plan that someone will come in behind us that we'll transition with. And so they'll have what you've heard before, theater-provided equipment that we'll have there. But I plan on bringing my stuff back.